Hello and welcome to Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. In today's show I shall be chatting to Lee from Prime UK Band, who'll be telling us about their latest sounds as well as life after the band. And as usual, we'll be playing plenty of homegrown music by local bands right here on Live, Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. Kicking things off on today's show, let's have a blast from the past. Here's Violet Cities and Alone. That was Violet Cities and Alone. Unfortunately, no longer with us. I last saw them in 2015 on the marquee stage at the wonderful Simon Says festival that we used to have in sunny Leicester. That was a great little band there, little indie band. Now it's time for some Wyke, and here's Vixen.
Tell a magpie from a thorn. harbingers of Judy's bound and slain.
Was Wyke and Vixen. Now we're going to hear from Vonavella, who were on the show a couple of weeks ago. Don't forget, if you'd like to hear the previous interviews, previous shows, they're all on www.musicinleicester.co.uk. Meanwhile, here's Vonavella and Maybe It's Us.
Smile, feeling you don't mean it most of the while. Maybe it's us, maybe it's us. Can't work out your eyes. Maybe it's the way you squint all the time. Maybe it's us, maybe it's us. A different type of meditation. We need distance between. Yeah, we'll try, deny our loving what it seems. You want it all without a sound. Why don't you ever complain? You can try, deny our loving what it seems. Ooh. You can try, deny our loving what it seems. Such a sight, we're messing it up. Ooh, we're messing it up. Ever wondered why we never move along with time? We are at a standstill and it's bad for my mind. A different type of meditation. We need distance between. Yeah, we'll try to deny our loving what it seems. You want it all without a sound. Why don't you ever complain? You can try to
That was Vonavella, Maybe It's Us, who we chatted to a few weeks ago, or maybe months ago even, about their music. And they had some very exciting news as well, with a potential possibility of maybe touring with the wonderful Morcheeba. Obviously sometime after restrictions have been eased. But yes, I wonder how that's coming on. It wasn't a definite, they were just chatting about it could possibly happen, but there you go. Anyway, so that's enough of that. While we're staying on the acoustic side for a bit, let's have a little bit of the wonderful Siobhan Matsey and Projection. The amazing Siobhan Matsey solo. Of course, she spends most of her time making music with her band these days. Absolutely amazing voice. Absolutely love her. Great stuff. Okay, so it's time for this week's interview where I shall be chatting with Lee from Prime UK Band. We'll be chatting about the music, life after the band. But first of all, let's have one of their songs. So here's Prime and Bye Bye.
I live on the west side. I live on the east side. I live for any side. If you come with me, I've never been the strongest, but nobody knows this. I'll never stay the longest. Nothing comes easy. Bye, bye, bye. We said goodbye. All the time through strange delights. You can try some when you buy some. Throw stones at the lions. Just don't put out the fire. Don't ever leave me. You can say you had the hard stuff, that you always had the hard luck. You can say that it's tomorrow, but nobody needs to know. Bye, bye, bye. We said goodbye. All the time through strange delights. Bye, bye, bye. We say goodbye. All the time we blow our minds I've never seen a city that ever looks so pretty, that ever stay with me. Like to be that city. Bye, bye, bye. Just say goodbye. A paradise, bodies in time. Bye, bye, bye. We march in line. There's no chance to change our minds.
It's Kevin here for Live Local and Loud, and we've just played Bye Bye by Prime UK Band, and I have here with me Lee from Prime UK Band. Hi Lee, how are you doing?
I'm all right, fella. How about yourself?
Excellent. I'm awesome today. Thank you very much. So that was Bye Bye. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the song?
Yeah, I mean, it was our second single a few years back, and just one that was kind of written about a relationship that had ended, and mainly about that kind of theme. And yeah, it's a track that we've had a remix to online, and we've done a few gigs with it and played it a lot. So it's one that we've definitely got a lot of mileage out of over the past few years, obviously before
Excellent.
COVID hit.
So we've got a special little interview today because we're going to be previewing one of your new songs right at the end of the interview. But let's have a little bit of a recap where Prime actually are, because I think they disbanded last year or the year before, and they're still releasing a couple of tracks or something.
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, basically, we were going to get the material out last year, and probably middle end of last year, with a couple of music videos. But obviously, the COVID situation made it difficult to get in the studio a lot of the time and get things to our satisfaction, because we were doing the full band tracks, and we obviously wanted to get backing singers in and things like that. So yeah, it made things a bit awkward. So we put a live track out, which you've kindly played on the show last year, and just to kind of stop as a stopgap. And then yeah, just finally getting this material out that we started about a year ago due to the lockdown, and then finally we've managed to get it out there with the music video and stuff, and obviously that's out this weekend. So
excellent. So how have you been getting on with the lockdown? Has that been more of a hindrance, or has it been beneficial for you?
A little bit of both for me, really. I mean, it didn't affect me work-wise too much. I managed to like continue a job I was doing for a temp job that I'd got, and yeah, I've just been doing my own thing, really. And it's obviously, I think it has affected everybody's mental health in some kind of capacity, hasn't it? Just in terms of not being able to get out there and see your friends and just let loose a little bit. But I think that's the way it goes with everything, isn't it?
You're not being tempted to write any new material for Prime? Try and keep the candle, keep the flame going.
No, I mean I've been working on just some other ideas, really. I've kind of got an idea in mind for the kind of music I want to do in the future, which is, I mean, you've heard the track now today, and it's got a little bit more of an electronic influence. I want to kind of go down that frame of mind with a different kind of sound, you know. All right then, so let's play the second song then. Let's play To Be or Not To Be. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? Yeah, I mean, this is a kind of rock, I'd like to say one of our heavier tracks. It's a track that's done the best online and stuff with us, so obviously quite a few rock fans quite like it, and it's about similar kind of situation, whether to kind of go or not go with a relationship situation, and it's just amplifies that up to 11, really.
So here's To Be or Not To Be by Prime UK Band.
I wanted you to see
was To Be or Not to Be by Prime UK Band, and I'm here with Lee, lead singer from Prime UK Band, in the studio with me, or on the other end of the phone. Lee, elements of your style, when I've seen you live a couple of times and hearing your music, actually, there's elements of your style that remind me of good old Mick Jagger. Is he one of your influences, would you say?
That's weird that you say that, because I got a little bit of Stones on yesterday, actually. I fancied a bit of Stones, and I continued the listening session on the TV night before last. So yes, Rolling Stones are a band that probably get played in my house once a month at least, a couple of times a month.
Just a couple of bits in the way you sing sort of have certain inflections that remind me of Mick Jagger, and you've got a certain sort of swagger as well when you're on the stage, which remind me of him.
I'd definitely take that as a compliment. I wish I was about a tenner behind him, money wise. But no, the Stones were one of those influences. When I first thought about forming a band, like in my late teens and stuff, Rolling Stones were one of those bands that made me want to get into music. That they were pretty much an obsession at one point, along with like David Bowie. Lou Reed was a big influence, and stuff like that. Really, the kind of pioneers of rock music. Jim Morrison was a big one as well.
Prime have played, they played a few big gigs, didn't they, back in the day? Which would you say are your favourite gigs, your biggest gigs that you've played? Well,
I mean, weirdly enough, biggest in terms of attendance for Prime itself was the last one. I think we had about it was a sellout show that we supported on, and that was
Chesterfield, is that right?
Chesterfield, yeah. That was the biggest show we did. In terms of the best venues and stuff like that, I mean, obviously we did a couple of really nice ones at the O2 Academy when we supported Electric Six, and we did the same in Sheffield as well. We also had quite a big one at the Wardrobe in Leeds, playing to the College of Music there. That was a really nice gig. So we've had sporadically throughout our time. We've done a mixture of like bar gigs, pub gig. We even did a wedding gig once, actually, which was
nice.
Which was a lot wilder than you think. It was a lot livelier than you think. Everybody was up for that. It was good.
Did you play in the legendary Shed at all in Leicester, in sunny Leicester?
Yeah, that was the first time we actually played in Leicester. Was down in the basement of the Shed just before they did it up. So that must have been very early 2015 with the first proper lineup. We got a guy called Josh Bagley on drums, who I'm still really good friends with.
Yeah, I think I might have been at that gig actually, down in the sweaty basement, as you say, wasn't it? That was a lovely little atmosphere.
It was some kind of like up and down. I think the gig was called like up and downstairs or something like that.
Upstairs, downstairs.
There's probably a regular thing that they did. And, it was a nice show. It was a nice gig.
You haven't got any more shows lined up, have you? I presume.
No, we're doing a live stream next weekend, 16th. That's gonna. I think we might sneak an acoustic track in there, but I probably won't be singing on that one due to the audio. We're still kind of distancing a little bit and things like that. So it'll be just a conversation about the new release and like future plans and things like that. So
okay, well, let's talk a little bit more about that after the next song. Now we're going to play a special one now. Jeff Took a Trip. Do you want to tell us a bit about that? Yeah,
it's our brand new single. We recorded it on the outskirts of Nottingham in a place called Rat Cat that we really like, and the engineer in there, Nat, is a really nice guy. It's about a guy who goes to the coast. Obviously his name's Jeff. He goes to the coast and gets into a lot of trouble, and the story will hopefully tell you the rest.
Excellent. I was going to say, I've had a quick sneak preview of the video, and it looks like one of my missus's murder films.
Fantastic.
But yeah, so without any further ado, here's Jeff Took a Trip by Prime UK Band.
once he hit the seafront, the wind it hit him by the throat. The girls they picked his eyes out. The girls they blew his mind. They never seen a face like his in such a very long time. He would tell you, well he would tell you, Jeffy satisfied. He would tell you, well he would tell you, does it all the Jeffy took a trip to the city by the sea, and what was in his pocket was gonna make him some money. The girls they scratched his shoulders, but the guns they went right down. 'Cause he never get away with singing Golden Brown in such a very small town. He would tell you, well he would tell you, Jeffy satisfied. He would tell you, well he would tell you, does it all the time. He would tell you, well he would tell you, it's safe to cross the line. He would tell you, well he would tell you, does it all the time, does it all the time, time, time. Yeah.
That was Jeff Took a Trip by Prime UK Band on Live, Local and Loud, and I'm here with Lee from Prime UK Band on the other end of the line. Lee, I love the sound of that. I love the keyboards in that particular song. Nice electronic feel to it.
Yeah.
And I had a quick, like I said earlier, I had a quick look at the video as well. It must have been, I presume the video was shot during lockdown, was it?
Yeah, it was shot quite recently, actually. We got plans to do it last year, and then just various delays and issues and things like that. We did it recently in a social distance kind of capacity. It was largely done outdoors, really. I don't think there's no indoor scenes in it, so we could kind of just about get away with it with the difficulties that we got. Just in terms of the keyboard situation, we're working with a long-time producer friend of ours called DADD, and he's the producer of a band called Videotape Machine. So he added the synthesizers, the effects that you quite like there, and I think he's just added a really nice vibe to it that the track needed. I think just needed that atmospheric feel along with the guitar kind of sound as well. So
That's going to be the penultimate song, is it, from Prime?
yeah, that's the second to last one, and then we've got another one planned. We'll hopefully be shooting a video for it over the summer, and that's a song by Christy Bramley called Sorry, and so that'll be our final official single. Yeah.
And then do you plan to sort of put them together on an EP or best hits, greatest hits from Prime?
Well, we've already done we did the CD a while back, which was
That's
like
true.
compilation, and so I think that's enough for compilations. We'll be pretending that we're like Jimi Hendrix or something, all the compilations. But no, it's something that we might compile. We've got like I've got a few older tracks that I quite like, and there's a couple of acoustic tracks that me and Chris kind of finished writing, so we might combine those. If the whole thing works well, we might put that together, possibly, yeah.
We're currently being unlocked now. We can have socially distanced gigs. What do you think the future of live music's looking like, bearing in mind coronavirus is always lingering there in the background?
Well, I mean, I've said before when we've done like the chats on this show, I think it'll be a mixture of live, and I think over the lockdown, I think a lot of people were getting into the live streaming a bit more, probably finding different ways to like listen to music and check out music. Podcasts, I'm sure were listened to a lot more than they would have been like the year before. So I think there'll be plenty of ways for people to get the music out there. I don't think the live thing necessarily will be as big. Some venues won't be there anymore. A venue I used to book for in Nottingham called the Tap and Tumbler, that's closed down now. So that's one that I was working with, and I'm sure a couple of others.
The Ultimate Prime track is coming in the summer, you say, and how can people get hold of that?
They can check us out on Facebook. It's just put facebook.com UK Prime. You can check us out on Instagram. That's at Prime UK Band, and we've got a website called primeband.co.uk where you can check out all our stuff and in one place and check all the links, and it'll all be on the usual streaming places. Yeah,
you've got to be very careful with that, because obviously Prime's quite a well-used name. It's easy to end up at a different
if you don't put Amazon, if you just put surprisingly, if you just put Prime UK Band or even Prime Band, you'll be able to find us, I'm sure, if you look us up. Put the UK in there and you can't go wrong.
Yeah, okay, but it is actually UK Prime, isn't it, on Facebook?
Yep, it's facebook.com/UK Prime.
All right then, Lee. Well, thank you very much for our little chat today. Great to hear about the band, etc. So be good, and I shall look forward to hearing your ultimate song and video.
Sir, I hope you enjoy it when it comes out, and check out the new video on YouTube. Be out there this week. So
that was me chatting to Lee from Prime UK Band. Interesting stuff there. Okay, so let's have the very talented Dan Heathcote and Hive Mind.
I won't be controlled by the hive mind. No, I won't be controlled by the hive mind. It's the Lord of the Flies, but you won't steal the life that I've found. It'll never add up. All the life has been sucked and then spat out. All the angels took bribes, all the witnesses lied. Keep your mouth shut, my darling nihilist. I've got friends in high places. The city will consume all souls. We're breathing fire, we're bleeding whole. Beyond corruption and the wicked's deceit, threw yourself out the window. Did you land on your feet? And I know I can't fly like a bird or a plane, 'cause I'm caged by these times. I'm controlled by your pain. No, I won't be controlled by the hive mind. No, I won't be controlled by the hive mind. You're the Lord of the Flies, but you won't steal the life that I've found. We've all been betrayed
rage till the grave, you won't come back. I'm in oceans of pain, and the days just decay. There's no way out, my darling. Nihilist, you've got friends in high places. The city will consume all souls. We're breathing fire, and we're bleeding hope. Beyond corruption and the wicked's deceit, throw yourself out the window. Did you land on your feet? And I know I can't fly like a bird or a plane, 'cause I'm caged by these times, controlled by your pain. As his hands move across my lover's breast as a rest. Watch, I swear I will taste revenge as the flames dance. My eyes will be fixed on you, 'cause you're frozen inside. When the ice melts, you'll drown in truth. No, I won't be controlled by the hive mind.
That was the amazing Dan Heathcote and Hive Mind. Now we're going to hear a brand new song, which is actually going to be released tomorrow on the 7th of May by the wonderful Stephen Faulkner. And here's Only the Start.
I'm all out of things to do, staring at my TV, nothing jumps out at me. I've lost interest, you know, watching clocks perpetually, games and films perplex me. Why bother getting dressed at all? I'm living in my PJs, Monday through to Sunday. Binge box sets, watched them all. You know they're all the same, but they occupy my brain. I should count my blessings, but I get bored of them eventually. I'm already losing my mind, and we are only at the start. Only at the start. Only at the start. Only at the start. Oh, get a grip, you silly man. Do something constructive while you can. Learn a language, write a poem or song. Feed your soul before it's dead and gone. Talk to those you love and hold them close. There'll be a time when you can't, so make the most. Help each other, your friends, they need you now. Don't wait to the end to work it out.
was Stephen Faulkner's new single, going to be released tomorrow, the 7th of May, Only the Start. If you look at his Facebook page, Stephen Faulkner Music, you can see he's done some awesome videos to his songs. The last one was To the Down and Out, which I think was only released a few weeks ago, actually. Amazing video to that on his Facebook page. Why don't you pop over there and give him a cheeky little like while you look at his video. Now for something a bit different, we're going to hear from the collective, the Collective Youth Chorus, who are a virtual chorus that were put together and recording during lockdowns. They come from all over the world. We were actually chatting to Big Si, who organised it all. We were chatting to him a few weeks or a couple of months ago in Live Local and Loud. Again, if you want to listen to that, check out musicinleicester.co.uk. Very interesting stuff. So here's the Collective Youth Chorus, It's Not the End. was the Collective Youth Chorus, It's Not the End. Just looking at their Facebook page, they're putting a shout out for more members to their chorus. So if you'd like to join them, why don't you fire up your Zoom. So they're on Zoom on Sundays from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. UK time, and therefore anyone under 26 or so. That's the Collective Youth Chorus. There's also another version called the Collective Choir, who are for people above 26. Their Facebook page is the Collective Virtual Choir. As I say, if you want to hear from Si, who put these choirs together, check out our one of our podcasts on musicinleicester.co.uk. That brings us to the end of another live Local and Loud with me, Kevin Gaughan. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'll see you on Hermitage FM next Thursday at 5 o'clock. Do have a great week. Stay well, stay away from any viruses, and remember to wash those hands for 20 seconds at least.